everybody, it's Shannon Marin here with the Marin Marketing Team, and this is a second home vacation location. Today we are here with Tel Hamilton in Durango, Colorado. Welcome, Tel.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's just great to be able to share other parts of the world and make people realize that we have other connections that we trust and we refer to, in other resort locations.
Yes, absolutely. Especially dealing with the resort community, there's a lot of care that has to go into working with these clients because you're sending them across our case country lines.
Yeah.
So it's definitely important, yeah, to have that connection in other areas.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me, let's start off. Tell me a bit about you, your team, how you got into real estate, and sort of your niche that you take care of there.
Yeah, so I'm with the Blackmore Group out of Durango, and within the group, I have a team, the Hamilton Brothers team, that I brought on my brother. He works with me, and we have a transaction coordinator. So we're a small team, but we have plans to grow in the next couple of years. And real estate actually fell into my lap, is kind of how I put it. I had no ambition of picking it. I was going to be a high school agricultural teacher.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's a big difference.
very different. I grew up in an ag family. Our family farm is 125 years old, right there by Durango. And I have a passion for agriculture, and that's where a lot of my passion lies. But I got my first tuition bill from the University of Utah, and it was more than what I would make in a year as a teacher. And I just knew that wasn't going to fit my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And going back to the farm was just as difficult. So I always had a really good capability of talking to people and sharing a passion for our area. So real estate kind of fell into it. I met my managing broker with the intentions of actually buying a business from her. And luckily enough, that didn't work out because it was a restaurant business right before the pandemic hit.
Oh,
And
boy.
so instead, I fell into real estate. It's been almost 3 years now, and we haven't looked back. And I've been very fortunate thus far. I've been number two in our office in the last 2 years just because our managing broker always outdoes me a little bit. But it's been great, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah. I mean, it seems across North America, real estate has been booming, and unfortunately, we had a pandemic, but it really was a plus in the real estate world with people putting more money into their real estate rather than traveling and that kind of.
Right. And I think, especially in our area, it helped our economies tremendously when we were seeing massive issues economically, especially with coming from, an area where if we don't have tourism, we are bound to really decrease economically. The real estate bumps back up. And I think as a whole in America and Canada, sounds like
Yeah.
economic, it helped and saved us from, I think, what could have been a really dire situation.
Yeah, exactly. So tell everybody exactly where is Durango located?
Yeah, so Durango is in the very southwest corner of Colorado.
Okay.
You are about an hour and a half from the Four Corners Monument, so Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah.
Yeah, great.
Uh, and we kind of Durango hits the last end of the mountain range till you hit the true Southwest style deserty region, and it's a hidden gem in my opinion.
Okay.
For Colorado being known as a ski town state and having our monster ski towns like Breckenridge, Aspen,
Yeah.
Durango was considered in 2020 the last affordable ski town in Colorado
Okay.
and overall. So when that hit, of course, it skyrocketed in real estate prices. But it's a little hidden gem. We're not a big community. We see a lot of secondary homes because people come here for our ski season.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's great. So do you find that there's more people moving in as a second home, or is your population a lot of full timers, or?
So I would say we're pretty close to being split down the middle. We have
Okay.
a lot of secondary homes, of course, especially centralizing around the Purgatory Ski Resort and the Hermosa Canyon. And we also have a lot of multi-generational properties. And the other kind of niche market that we really serve, especially my team, is outdoor properties such as hunting and properties that serve having the acreage to go and play as you want.
Okay. Okay. So really like an outdoor paradise for all kinds of different people.
Yeah, definitely outdoor paradise is the way I look at it. It's
Yeah.
not the opportunity a lot of realtors get to, but we show 800-acre properties on four-wheelers and horseback. And
How
it's a
fun
very,
is
oh,
that?
it's a blast. When we have to do listing videos and shoot them out of a helicopter because of the size of the land, we're dealing with really big parcels of land,
Okay.
and homes to match.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. So what's an 800 acre parcel go for there?
If it has a luxury home on it, the most recent one was 6 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So the big parcels definitely skyrocket. Our average sell price in La Plata County as a whole, which is Durango, Bayfield, and kind of the surrounding areas, is about 750,000.
Okay.
So that's but that's including that's what our townhouses cost, and that's what some of our more medium sized 3-2 homes are running. But
Okay.
our market really runs, especially in Durango area proper, especially that million to 2 million mark.
Okay. All right. Yeah, our price point here in Campbell River, British Columbia is comparable, like not far off yours. We're talking Canadian dollars versus
Right.
American dollars, but our average sale price is around the 800 mark right now. So, yeah.
It's definitely unique because we do have the trophy properties that are in the 10 millions, very rarely. And
Yeah.
our only issue now is we just don't see the properties for young home buyers, first time home buyers, in that 3 down mark.
Okay. Okay. What is like is there anything at all available, like kind of first time buyers still buy there, like get into a condo or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
So we do a lot of condo sales to our first time home buyers, but also because of geography of our area, we also push people to other surrounding communities. Um,
Okay.
Bayfield, Colorado is our big one that we push a lot to. It's grown substantially as well. And then we also have to run 2 counties. So we have Montezuma County, which is the neighboring. That's the home to Mesa Verde National Park. That's
Okay.
Cortez, and that's another big draw to our community. And that's still a little bit more the blue collar. You can get a home in the $300 to $200 or $200,000 range.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
just have to be willing to drive a little bit if you want to be in Durango.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. So what's besides the skiing and the outdoor stuff, like dig in a little bit to like the best things to do in Durango.
So, yeah, my favorite part, I'm a history buff. I love the history. We have the Durango Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, and it's one of the last active railroads in Colorado that runs on a narrow gauge. And I tell people if you've watched any old Western movie or a lot of any movies that involve an old train, you've probably watched it in Durango. Like my favorite is
Oh,
the Indiana Jones scenes where he's on a train. Those are filmed in Durango.
oh, that's
And we have
awesome.
yeah, tons of famous people you'll just see intermittently there, and it's always because they're filming a movie. And that's a big deal. That's what makes us a full year round community versus like the other ski towns that are, once ski season stops, it drops off. We're just an hour and a half from Telluride, but as soon as
Okay.
ski season ends, that town really shrinks. Durango doesn't have that problem. We have a community or a college as well, Fort Lewis College. So
Okay.
that kind of drives some other things there as well. Other than that, we have just tons of hiking trails. Colorado is a public land state as a whole, so we have tons
Okay.
of access to public land. We also have the La Plata County has a river, and then Montezuma County has a river as well that are big for fly fishing, rafting. The San Juan River flows down into New Mexico, and in the summer months, the river is packed with boats going down it, and just it's a great time. I recommend anyone like we try to get our clients set up to go do like a river rafting experience because we have parks built in, and it's a great all around time.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It sounds some parts of it sound similar to Vancouver Island for sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's my limited knowledge of the area definitely has that aspect.
yeah, yeah. We're all about the outdoorsy stuff too. River, lakes, ocean, camping, trails, all of that kind of stuff too, right? So I think your weather is a little bit better than it is on Vancouver Island.
We are very comfortable living is the way I put it. We see maybe 2 or 3 days under zero and maybe 2 or 3 days above 100 in Fahrenheit, of course, 100. So It's very easy climate. We have no humidity, which I love. I'm not a person about being in the humidity,
Yeah,
and we really hover around like the 80 mark in the summer.
that's perfect. That's
Perfect.
just absolutely perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's great. That's great. So, yeah, okay. So, future plans in real estate. Where do you expect to see you guys going in the future?
Yeah. So, like I said, I started a team. I'm very excited about my team.
Yeah.
My brother comes from an investor standpoint. He has been investing in real estate since he was 18. He's now
Okay.
24. Yeah. And we own some multifamily together. So we're growing our portfolio, of course, like everyone plans to.
Yeah.
But also in the actual real estate side, I plan to grow our team. I plan to maintain working with our brokerage. We have a small boutique style brokerage. We're very, very close. It's almost a family.
Nice.
And yeah, it's super comfortable. I don't know many realtors that their managing broker takes the whole office on vacations once a quarter.
No.
Oh yeah, we can do it. It's the best. And that, it's a perk to it, but also like it's dinner and drinks, and we're brainstorming like the next best trend for real estate, how to set our listings apart. So I'm trying to roll that into, just expanding my brand with the Hamilton Brothers team as well as the Blackmore
Right.
Group. I hope to have some agents underneath me soon that I can kind of mentor and really develop a culture, because as I like to put it, everyone expects realtors to be of quality 1 to 10. Well, our quality starts at 11. And that's where I view how we interact with our clientele. As
Yeah.
you know, there's no higher reward or compliment to a realtor than having repeat clients. And
That's right.
that is how I strive. I've sold homes multiple times for the same couples. And that's, when we're doing that and we're doing that quality of work,
Yeah.
I don't even look at, volume of sales or GCI. It's families helped
Yeah.
and areas served. And that's kind of our goal within the Hamilton Brothers team and the Blackmore Group is we want to make sure we're taking care of people like they've never experienced. We want them to walk out of the real estate transaction and it not be the end. We go to lunch with our clients. I truly, one of my groomsmen in my wedding is a real estate client of mine that we met, and they've just developed such a bond.
That is great. And that is proof of success right there.
Right.
One, having the repeat business from your clients and getting referrals from your clients, but also, continuing, it's not just a transaction, it's a relationship, right?
Oh yeah, we're a relationship business, and I think a lot of people fail to see that. There's two aspects to real estate. There's the money and then the emotions. And when it comes down to it, the money, it really doesn't matter as much as the emotions that you go through. Everyone says realtors should have counseling licenses, and I totally agree because we're going to be with you through the ups and downs of it, and that's super important to me because I want to be able to take care of you and make you feel comfortable because buyer's remorse is one of the worst things you can have, especially in real estate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And, I always say to people, like, I never want there to be an experience where, or, something with the house that we didn't discover prior to you completing on the transaction. And somebody go, well, Shannon sold me that house and I'm really unhappy with it. Right. So in regards to the transaction, we're doing everything we can to make the transaction, the house, everything work for the client, but also providing that level of customer service afterwards, right?
Right. And I grew up on a farm, and it was your handshake is your bond. And
Yes.
that, paper contracts are important and they protect you legally. But as soon as I meet you, and this is why when COVID hit, I had such a struggle with is I like to meet people face to face. I want them to know who they're working with,
Yeah.
and feel that comfort level. And that's how I run our business and our team because I want people to understand that we are there for them 24/7, and we're going to look out for their interest above all.
Yeah, that's right. And that's all you need to do to be successful in real estate is just care about people, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and answer your phone. It cracks me up.
And answer your phone. Exactly.
It's evident to tell I'm a young guy. I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
I grew up with one of these in my hand, and I know how to use it. And dealing with some of these other realtors and just people in general that don't answer their phone in these crucial moments, it just blows my mind.
I know. It's you need to be available for people because they're depending on us for the hugest transaction of their life in most cases, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So I love the way that you're talking about this. I love your customer service. It's very relatable to how we operate here as well. So, it's really great. And I would love to refer you future business.
Yeah.
And so how do people get a hold of you if they have questions about Durango?
So easiest way, of course, is my phone number. It's 970-749-1973. I'm also really big on socials. My biggest thing is Instagram. It's buy and sell with Tel, or also the Hamilton
I love
Brothers.
that.
Yeah, super catchy. I was very, very proud. I focus grouped it on my family for like a month.
Yeah.
It's flow smooth. We're big on Google, the Hamilton Brothers team or the
Okay.
Blackmore Group. And then, we have a YouTube channel. We have our Facebook. And, we're always here to help. We answer our phones and we look at Instagram DMs all the time.
Okay. That's excellent. Like that's huge to be available for people. And then when they get you, you're giving top-notch customer service. It's awesome. So yeah. So for everybody out there watching, look for this on Tel's YouTube channel and our YouTube channel, Vancouver Island Real Estate. And if you're looking for a second home in Durango, reach out to Tel.
My guy.
All right.